For conventional travel, one of the things I like to do is just take a coat hanger, cut it, now about somewhere right about here, you're going to bend it up, then you're going to bend it over a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, just about the same both sides. Bend it up, then bend it over. Now, that's the tool we're going to use. It's a little crooked, let's just straighten it, that's okay. It doesn't matter if it's straight anyway. That's the tool we're going to use. Most of the time you'll get a screwdriver or some kind of straight edge and put under the shanks. But you see what happens when you do this is the shanks are already pretty high. So one thing you might do is just move some of these out of the way, get your screwdriver so it's a little bit lower, and you can do it this way. Now you're starting down lower, and the lower you start, the more accurate you're going to be. Now when you come up, you're going to see some moving to the right or left, and it's just conventional. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but this is just one way to do it, but I'm going to show you a better way in a minute. Now, you come up, one mistake people make is that this is where the string level is going to be about right there, and you don't want to go like this. This gives you a false reading. You can actually paper the shanks and you'll find out that they're going to be wrong, or the flanges. Now, this tool that we just made is a little bit better because you can stick this under the hammers and then lift up a section of hammers, and you're starting from 0. Now, you're going to lift up the shanks with this, and this way you get the correct travel motion. You're not going too high. Remember, never go that high. Just go up a little ways, about where strike point is, and carefully watch, see if the hammer is moving to right or left. Now, this is the way you use this tool. If you're going to do it conventionally, this is what I would make, or you can get used to using a screwdriver down lower. Now, this way is good if you want to not take the stack off, then this is the way I would do it, but there's a better way. When you're doing this kind of travel, make sure you have a clean table. Now, I do a lot of other kind of stuff on this table. It might be a little bit dirty, and you really don't want to get your hammers dirty. So I just tape together a few pieces of computer paper, an old box that I never use anymore, which is good to have around. You pull your stack over. Now, your stack is going to go in this direction, like this. And you're only going to raise it about this much. Remember how we didn't go too far with our screwdriver or with our tool? You're only going to go about that much. Now, when I lift the stack, my eyes can focus on the movement of the hammers. You can notice, and I put a ruler in there so you can notice it even more, the movement. Very easy to see. You're going to mark the flanges and add paper in just like you would the other way, except I will say that you need to go about half the amount of paper. When you get ready to flip this over and add the paper, don't flip it this way, but just continually turn it this way. I moved my paper, but that's okay. And then you can add the paper in that you need. The advantages of this method are that you can see the movement from side to side without having to focus on the hammers going up and down, which makes you lose that depth perception a little bit. So you can really see them going side to side. The only disadvantage is that you need to take the stack off to do this. So I don't do this when there's only a few to do. I will do it conventionally.